Alright, so in this video, you're going to learn how to improve your headlines. Headlines are very important because they're the first thing that the client sees when they're seeing your email. So, right now, this is current you with bad headlines. This is you right now, bad headlines. And now you're trying to get good headlines, or pretty decent headlines that you can at least try out and then see if they work or not. So, let's talk about what makes a good headline. First, we have builds curiosity. If you don't have any curiosity inside your headline, then you see, like, there's something in the client's mind or the prospect's mind, I'll just call them that just has this little voice in their head when an email is curious. Now, I'll actually leave a few examples below for the curiosity one because it's a bit different. It's not complicated, but it's a bit harder to explain on here. So, the second one is the benefit. What is the outcome they're gonna get from that email when they just first open up? And that should be said in your headline. Don't make it like fully clear, Don't make it fully clear, but make it clear enough that they get the point, Don't just say everything in that one headline what the email is going to be talking about. Give little hints. That's basically it. Just give little hints. Now, we have the problem. Now, the problem actually, I'm going to tell you this. The thing with the problem is that when you are doing an email with a problem in it, don't make it too harsh. And what I mean by harsh is, don't swear in the headline. It's not the best idea because, when people even read it in their mind, they're going to feel like shit after. So don't swear in the headline. That's one thing when you're doing the problem, or any of them actually. Still giving away the problem. Let's say the email is lose 3 kilograms of belly fat in 30 days. Okay, that's not a very good one, but let's just say that. Right. So the problem they are facing right now, we know they're facing, is they want to lose weight. And specifically, the more specifically you are, the better. So that's why we're saying belly fat. Because if we just say lose 3 kilograms of fat, that still works. But if you only said 3 kilograms, lose 3 kilograms in 30 days, that's not very specific. And if you're more specific, it'll work better. It's way better if you're more specific. Now we have the length. Length matters. Okay, this is where it matters the most, the headline. Because if you had too many words, then it will just cut off. It will just cut off completely and they won't see the full message. So that's why you keep it 3 to 9 words. Okay, and now we have direct speaking. What I mean by direct speaking is talking to one person on the email. Because if you're talking to many people on the email, alright, doesn't feel that much personalized, And personalization, when someone feels that it's personalized, they get a better feeling. So the main reason you're here is that your headlines just suck. Alright? So don't lie to yourself. You know that's a fact. That's the main reason you're watching this video, or you've searched for videos, this one came up on your feed. So, these are the 5 main improvements you can use to help you make the best headlines. So, first, let's start with the curiosity trigger. Let's ask these 3 simple questions that you need to answer every time you make a headline. Does it make them stop scrolling? Now, why would they click on your headline? Because they have hundreds of different emails every single day. So how does your headline stop them from scrolling and reading that email? Because keep in mind, 80% of your email is just a headline. Okay? If you have a bad headline and you have a very good email, they're not going to read it. Alright, the headline is the key point. If you have a very good headline, and your email is decent, it's okay, it's 6 out of 10, they'll read it. Why would the prospect open your email? Why would the prospect open your email? What's different about yours? How are you going to make it stand out? Is there something that maybe helps the prospect fix one of their problems they're having? That could be one. Does your headline make them confront their problems, beliefs, and actually, let's not get into the questions, but their problems and beliefs? Now, your headline doesn't need to confront a problem or belief, but it's going to make it a lot more effective. Okay? It's going to make it a lot more effective when you have a higher click-through rate for that email. So if you can just figure out the pain points for their problems or the limited beliefs they have, right? That limited beliefs. Actually, you can't even write on this. So the limited beliefs, okay? That's what you have to understand. Now, let's talk about the outcome or the beliefs. What benefit? No. Now let's talk about. Okay, so now let's talk about the outcome or the benefits. So, what benefit does this bring them? What value are you going to bring them from this email? What is it? Like, is it going to help them? Are you going to help them give tips on how they can lose 3 kilograms of belly fat or how to get rid of their acne scarring? That really depends on what niche you're doing, because if you're doing a watch brand niche and a skincare niche, those are 2 different markets, and it's gonna be very different. Okay, don't even mix them up. Now, okay, is it a benefit? Is it a benefit that best fits them? What do I mean by this? Okay, now there's definitely some people out there that take structures from their skincare clients, the skincare clients that they're working with, and they put it into a whole nother niche. All right, so don't use the same structure, don't use the same headline structure in a different niche. All right, you can't be using the exact same structure. You gotta make a new one. It can be a little different, but try making a new one. Don't use the same shit. Now we have the problem. Now, what's the problem? This is the first thing you want to ask yourself. What problem are we trying to solve here? Is it because they have acne and they want to cure their acne? Or is it that they're getting married and they want an engagement ring and they can't find one? Could be. So what would their pain, mistakes, or anything that... Okay. So what pain, mistakes, or, just overall something bad happening to them because of this problem? And would it make you open? Okay. This one is pretty straightforward. There's nothing to explain there. But this one you need to learn. Would it make you open the email? Okay. Would it make you open it if you had the same problem? This is a skill that you will have to try to learn by having the prospect's mindset. So if you were the prospect, imagine you were the prospect and you had acne and you were just so unconfident because you have all that acne every morning, you have breakouts, whatever. You have to try to have the prospect's mind, the problems they are facing, and read through your headline. Figure out, okay, if I was the prospect right now, if I were the guy that was having problems with acne, would I click through this email because the headline makes sense and actually catches my attention? And does the email itself actually help me as much as the headline does? Like what I mean is, don't make your headline just clickbait, all right? Actually make it related. Obviously, make it related to what you're actually trying to solve. So this is a skill that you're gonna have to work on, man. Like, it takes some time to get better at this, to be honest. All right, so let's talk about length. Length is pretty straightforward. Length matters. It always matters for the headline. You can't just put one word in the headline, and like, it doesn't work like that. So, is your headline more than 9 words? You gotta ask yourself this. Because if it is more than 9 words, there's a chance that it will cut off. Like, it will just cut when you're sending it through to their email, basically. Yeah, to their email. Is it too short to get my point across? This is important. Well, just like everything else, this is important as well. All right, is it too short to get my point across? If your point is not coming across through the headline, then the prospect won't really know what to expect, and this leads to confusion. And confusion, I mean, just for anything, you don't want someone to be confused, because that's how they become more defensive. And when they're more defensive, they're less likely, or even 0%, going to listen to you or take your word for it. So try to avoid uncertainty at all costs, because that's what's going to kill your email. Uncertainty is going to kill your emails, always. Now, will they understand the point of your headline? Will they understand the point of your headline? This and this is closely related, but this one's more about, well, okay, then I explained my point in the headline. Everything's perfectly fine. But were there any words in there that were too complex? Because, like, there's some business out there, even skincare companies, like, I sign up for their newsletters to see what they're missing and what they're not missing, and some of them use some very big ass words in there. I mean, they're not complex words, but they make you think, and it takes time for you to process, even if it's like 2 seconds. You're trying to get rid of that friction as much as possible. So all they have to do is read, and they just immediately process. Now, we have direct speaking. This is when you speak to one single person. So I ask you this question: are you speaking to one person or many people? Now, I want to tell you this. There's nothing wrong to speaking to more than one people in your email. It just really depends how you phrase it. So, let's say you're speaking to one guy, all right, to one person. Hey, let's say Mark for now. Mark is the one I use for all my emails. Mark. Okay. Dot. Alright, okay. Hey, Mark. This looks personalized, no? This looks pretty personalized. And this is just talking to one person, because you're acknowledging their name. Now you're just acknowledging their name. Now they know that this is not just a copy and paste email. You actually care about them. You've already said their name, and now they're most likely going to read through the whole email. But if you do want to talk to many people, this is where it becomes a bit more challenging, because if you don't use the right kind of structure, then then it will it would basically just mess up your email. It would I'm having brain fog right now. Alright, so if you want to do more than one person or just talk to a group of people, now that's perfectly fine. The only thing is, if you don't structure it correctly, they're not going to feel as much, personalized or cared for. So you got to figure out a name to make for all these people. Now, some people, like some marketing email lists have group names basically. Like, for example, there's one called, I think it's like Funnel Hackers. Yeah, Funnel Hackers. So let's use this for example. Hey, Funnel Hackers. Jesus Christ, bro, this is hard. Hackers. Alright. So this is how it would look. Hey, Funnel Hackers, this is to everyone in the group. And this would be essentially their nickname when you're trying to talk to many different people. Now, I do want to say, okay, do not use this group name, obviously, because every business is going to have a different kind of name for this for everyone, but some businesses might not have one. And that's when you can kind of personalize one, which will help you in the future if you're talking to many. But usually, you should stick to one person for now. Now, does it use their name in the headline? This is pretty optional. You don't have to. It just makes it feel a little more personalized. Okay, personalized. When someone knows it's personalized, they feel a lot better about themselves reading the email because they know this is not just something that's copy and pasted. So they actually feel cared for, that you took the time to write that email, you sent it to them, and now they read it. Boom, you're done. So yeah, you can just use something like this. Pretty simple. So yeah, man, you can just use something like this. Just something like, it depends. Now you could do something like this. Let me copy and paste this. So this is one of the headlines I've written before, and see, this one has a name in it. You'll only get one shot at this, Mark. Don't hand her the wrong ring. This is more of a fearful, like a fear headline, because he doesn't really know what, like what I'm trying to persuade. Yeah, so this is the email here. This is the headline here. You only get one shot at this, Mark. You only get one shot at this. No, you only get one shot at this. Mark, don't hand her the wrong ring. This is more of a fear email. Of a fear headline, sorry. Headline. Jesus, I don't know why I keep saying email, man. I'm so used to it. Headline. Alright. So this is more... Why did I write that? So this is more of a fear headline. Fear. Yeah, this is more of a fear headline because, first of all, let's talk about the personalization. This is Mark, right? I put their name there. Sorry, I don't know if it's a real person, And then I say, don't hand her the wrong ring. This creates fear because he doesn't know what's going to happen. So he's fearing the unknown. And this is just a regular human instinct. Every human mind fears the unknown because they don't know what's going to happen in that moment. Anything can happen in that moment, actually. Literally anything. There are thousands, hundreds of thousands of combinations that can happen. So if they don't know, they will fear it, no matter what. And plus, I'm saying he's going to get one shot. So if he messes this this one thing up, there's more pressure. See? Like right now, there's more pressure on him. Because now he knows he has one shot. Not two, not three, one. So, this would be I would say a pretty good email, a pretty good headline. You know? Right here. You can actually use this. Just replace, you can find the structure. I'll link them below though. And yeah, that was literally it. We went over all of this, and yeah, pretty simple overall.